Wait, wait, stop scrolling. Because I need you to hear this right now. The Rookie, one of the most criminally underrated cop dramas on television, is not just coming back. It is coming back for a 9th season. Season 9. And here's the wild part. That number means something massive, something that most shows never, ever get close to. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why this renewal isn't just good news for fans. It's actually a historic moment for American television. Let's get into it. If you somehow haven't seen The Rookie yet, let me paint you a picture real quick. Imagine a 45-year-old man from a small town in Pennsylvania decides, completely out of nowhere, to become a cop. Not because he has some tragic backstory. Not because he's seeking revenge. Just because he wants a fresh start. He wants to matter. That man is John Nolan. And the guy who plays him? Nathan Fillion. Now, if you're a certain kind of TV nerd, you know Nathan Fillion. You know Castle. You know Firefly. You know this guy has that rare, magnetic charm that makes you genuinely root for him no matter what he's doing. And that's exactly why The Rookie worked from day one. It took the classic cop procedural format, the chases, the cases, the courtroom drama, and injected it with something shows like this usually forget about. Heart. Real, messy human heart. Fans fell in love with it. Critics slowly but surely came around. And ABC kept renewing it. And now, here we are. Season 9. Okay, let's talk about the actual announcement because this is huge. ABC has officially confirmed that The Rookie will return for Season 9. Officially. Confirmed. That means the scripts are being written. The cast is being locked in. The writer's room is buzzing. And somewhere out there, Nathan Fillion is probably already back in that uniform, coffee in hand, ready to make your Friday nights infinitely better. Now here's why this is more than just a standard renewal announcement. Think about how many shows don't make it to Season 9. Think about how many great shows people loved, shows that had passionate fan bases, got canceled after 2, 3, maybe 4 seasons. Network television is a brutal, unforgiving machine. If your ratings dip, if advertisers get nervous, if the streaming numbers don't match expectations, you're gone. Full stop. The Rookie didn't just survive that machine, that IT thrived in it. Season after season, ABC looked at the numbers, looked at the competition, looked at everything else they had on their roster, and they kept choosing The Rookie. That doesn't happen by accident. That doesn't happen without a show doing something right. But let me put this in even bigger context, because this is where it gets really interesting. 9 seasons on a major network drama is not normal. Like, genuinely, it's rare in a way that people outside of the TV industry don't fully appreciate. Let me give you some context. NYPD Blue, widely considered one of the greatest cop dramas ever made, ran for 12 seasons. That show premiered in 1993. It was groundbreaking, revolutionary. It changed what police procedurals could be on network television. Grey's Anatomy is the big one, of course, still running. Currently the longest-running primetime medical drama in American TV history with over 20 seasons. But Grey's is practically a cultural institution at this point. It's basically its own genre. And then there's The Rookie, quietly, steadily, episode by episode, creeping up that list. 9 seasons puts it in genuinely elite company. Not quite Legends of the Game territory yet, but absolutely knocking on that door. And here's the thing that makes this milestone even more impressive. The Rookie is doing this in the streaming era. In the era of Netflix and Max and Peacock and Disney+. In the era when network television is supposedly dying. In the era when audiences are more fragmented than they've ever been in history. And it's still pulling numbers. Which brings me to something that genuinely shocked me when I looked it up. Here's a stat that will make your jaw drop a little. The Rookie has been averaging over 10 million viewers per episode when you factor in live viewing plus delayed playback. The DVR crowd, the catch-up crowd, all of it. 10 million people every single week. In 2025, when everyone said network TV was dead. But here's what's even more interesting to me. It's not just the traditional TV audience keeping the show alive. It's Gen Z, actual, genuine, chronically online Gen Z viewers who are finding the show on streaming, binging it in massive chunks, and then evangelizing it to their friends like it's a hidden gem nobody knows about. TikTok edits of John Nolan's best moments. Tumblr threads breaking down character arcs. Reddit threads arguing about which season is the best. Fan pages that have been running since season 1 and are still growing. This is a show with genuine, multi-generational fandom, and that's extraordinarily rare. The streaming numbers on Hulu, consistently strong. The international audience, growing every season. The show has quietly built an empire that goes way beyond its Friday nighttime slot. And why? Why does it keep working when so many other procedurals faded into irrelevance? Because it figured out something crucial, something that most shows in this genre completely miss. Alexi Hawley, the showrunner and creator of The Rookie, said something really interesting when the Season 9 renewal was announced. And I'm going to paraphrase because what he said is genuinely worth thinking about. He talked about how the show has always been built around the idea that people can change, that it's never too late to become something new, that the whole premise of a middle-aged man starting over isn't just a gimmick. It's a philosophy. It's the emotional core of everything the show does. And because that core is so fundamentally human, so universally relatable, the show never really runs out of story. John Nolan becoming a cop was just the beginning. What happens when that rookie becomes a veteran? What happens when a mentor becomes the student? What happens when the institution you've dedicated your life to starts to ask uncomfortable questions about itself? The Rookie has been quietly, consistently asking those questions for 8 seasons. And apparently, Hawley and his team still have more answers they want to explore. That's not a showrunner running on fumes. That's a showrunner with a vision, which means Season 9 isn't going to be a victory lap. It's going to be a chapter. Now let's talk about the people you're actually going to see on screen. Nathan Fillion. Obviously. Always. He's not just the lead. He is the show in a lot of ways. His comedic timing, his ability to be simultaneously ridiculous and genuinely moving. That combination is lightning in a bottle. You don't replace that. You don't write around it. You build everything around it. But what makes The Rookie special is that it's not a one-man show. Never has been. The ensemble. And I'm talking about the full ensemble, the characters who've grown alongside Nolan through 8 seasons, has developed into one of the most cohesive casts on network television. The chemistry is real. You can feel it in every scene. These people have worked together long enough that they've stopped acting and started being. And when a cast hits that level of comfort with each other, the scenes just sing. We're expecting most of the core cast to return for Season 9, and honestly, that continuity matters. That history matters. Every character carries the weight of everything that came before, and when you've got 8 seasons of that weight behind you, the storytelling possibilities are genuinely enormous. But here's where I want to go next, because the future of this franchise is more complicated and honestly more exciting than just Season 9, that because The Rookie isn't just a show anymore. It's trying to be a universe. You might remember The Rookie, Feds, the first spinoff attempt. Niecy Nash was fantastic in it, genuinely. But despite a strong lead performance and an enthusiastic fan base, it got canceled after 1 season. And that stung because the potential was absolutely there. But ABC and the producers clearly didn't take that as a sign to stop trying. Because now there's The Rookie, North on the horizon, a Canadian set spinoff that's looking to take the Rookie formula and plant it in completely fresh territory. New setting, new characters, new cultural dynamics. And here's the thing about this one. The timing is better. The flagship show is stronger than ever. The brand recognition is real. If they get the cast right, if they capture even half of what makes the original work, North could absolutely find its audience. 2 Rookie shows running simultaneously? That would be something genuinely special. So Season 9 isn't just about John Nolan's next chapter. It's about whether this whole universe can keep expanding. And based on everything we're seeing, I think what is Season 9 actually going to look like? Okay, I have to be upfront. Official plot details are still locked up tighter than Nolan's first day in the precinct. But based on where Season 8 left things, and based on what Hawley has hinted at, here's what I think we're going to see. New rookies. Fresh faces coming through that precinct door, wide-eyed and terrified, while Nolan, veteran Nolan, watches from the other side of the desk. That role reversal is going to be gold. Bigger, more ambitious episode arcs. The show has been steadily scaling up its production value and its storytelling ambition. Season 9 feels like the season where they go all in. And emotional stakes that hit harder than ever. Because when you've been following these characters for 9 years, 9 actual years of your life, the stakes are personal. They're not just TV stakes anymore. This is going to be a season made for the fans who've been there from the beginning. And if you're just discovering this show, congratulations. You've got 8 incredible seasons to binge before season 9 drops. You're going to be busy. So here's where I land on all of this. The Rookie getting a 9th season isn't just a win for fans. It's proof that good storytelling, genuine character work, and a cast that actually cares about what they're making can still beat the algorithm, can still beat the streaming giants, can still find an audience and hold them. Nathan Fillion started this show as the oldest rookie in LAPD history. 9 seasons later, he's a legend. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what comes next. Now I want to hear from you. Are you watching season 9? Are you a day 1 fan, or did you just discover the show? Drop in the comments and let me know, what do you want to see in season 9? Hit that like button if you're as hyped as I am. Subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Officer Nolan would want you to stay. End card.